Hello everyone, I'm Zath and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my manga haul for the months of September and October. Had to wait a little extra time for some of these volumes, but that seems to be the standard now. But it was well worth the wait. I've had some stellar titles added to my collection, so sit back, relax, and now without further ado, let's get to it. Starting us off this month is Jitsu Kaizen Volume 10. This volume starts off right where the action of the previous volume left off. The Mechamaru fight was actually pretty cool, and despite not liking the character too much before, the aftermath left me feeling a bit sad. The Shibuya incident begins with Gojo being requested by name to go inside a barrier that's trapped a bunch of humans inside. To quote Star Wars, I have a real bad feeling about this. A lot of bad dudes are in one place, the fight scenes have been awesome, and I'm really looking forward to reading Volume 11. Next up is Takani and Hana, Volume 17. I was really trying to hold off reading this volume since the final volume of this amazing series doesn't come out until November, but I couldn't hold myself back any longer. This is another great volume with a small time skip. Hana's family is very supportive, and you love to see it considering all they've been through. Again, I cannot recommend this series more for rom-com fans. There's only one volume left, and I can only hope the series finale ends well. Staying in the rom-com genre is another series I can't get enough of, and that's Sweat and Soap Volume 4, Volume 5, and Volume 6. I absolutely love this series, and my affection for it only grows with each passing volume. Ahsoka and Hattori decide to work towards moving in together, and meeting Ahsoka's parents, which is always a fun adventure. And even though Chief Okura was only in a few scenes, he always manages to be wonderful. Seriously, he's such a great character who always makes me laugh. I still have a few more volumes to read before I'm all caught up with the series, and I can't wait to read more. After that, we have Black Clover, Volume 25, and Volume 26. It's been a little while since I've been able to enjoy reading Black Clover, and these volumes did not disappoint. Asa and the Black Bulls give it their all in a non-stop action against the Dark Triad. Some really great fight scenes, and we finally get to see another glimpse at an explanation for Asa's devil power. Really enjoyed reading these series again, and can't wait for the next volume when it's released. Next up is Prince Freya Volume 5. It's been a while since reading this series, but I'm really happy to have got this volume. The series is so enjoyable with lovely art. A little less dramatic than the previous volumes, but it has me no less invested in the story. With another cliffhanger, I'll just have to wait patiently for the next volume. After that, we have Boys Run the Riot Volume 2. This series is about a transgender boy named Rio and his friends as they're starting up their fashion brand. Though, not without incident, the group starts working part-time to save up money for their brand, and Rio finds himself in some awkward situations. Though his close friends have accepted him for his chosen gender, the outside world isn't as easily overcome. Another enjoyable volume, but the last page in particular of this volume gave me anxiety, and I'm on pins and needles until I can read the next volume, which luckily should be coming soon. Next up, we have Bad Boys Happy Home Volume 1. By Showa and Hiromatsu Akujima. This title is published in English by Sublime. This is one of its newer BL titles. I recently reviewed it, and I'll leave a link to that video in the description below if you want to know more about this title. All in all, I really enjoyed the first volume, and it has me interested in seeing how everything plays out. Next up is Dr. Stone, Volume 17, and Volume 18. The Kingdom of Science finds itself in America finally in search of corn. But that's not all they stumble onto. Senku runs into a familiar face from his past as the ultimate showdown of science versus science is about to begin. I really enjoyed these two volumes, and I can't wait to read more. The final arc has been announced recently, so I'm curious to see how the story will start to wrap up. After that, we have Given Volume 6. Wow, I thought Volume 5 was my favorite of the series, but I have to say, Volume 6 is pretty high up there. Packed full of drama, this manga about a band never has a dull moment. I also really loved the short comic panels of Haruki's cute and supportive older sister. Seriously, that was adorable. I also love Given's stylistic covers. No release date on Volume 7, but without any doubt, I'll be picking it up when it's released. Next up is Demon Slayer Volume 22. With only one more volume to go of this series that has turned me into a complete emotional wreck, each character pushes themselves to the brink to defeat Muzan. You can feel the desperation of each of them. As always, the heart of Demon Slayer's story is fleshing out each of its characters. Even with only one more volume to go, we still find out things about the characters we hadn't known before. With each minute counting down until dawn, our heroes make their final stand. Regardless of how it ends, it's going to be one climactic final volume. After that, we have volume 13 of Full Metal Alchemist, Full Metal Editions. Such a great volume. From the hidden code message Roy and Riza pass each other at lunch, to seeing Hohenheim's pass with the homunculus, to Ed's battle for his life, this volume was made up of all great things that make up Full Metal Alchemist. Next up is BL Metamorphosis, Volume 4 and Volume 5. All good things must come to an end, and Volume 5 wraps up this wholesome story. Overall, I enjoyed reading this series. The friendship between these two women were a pillar of this manga, and it was a joy to see such a supportive relationship. Next up is We Swore to Meet in the Next Life, and That's When Things Got Weird, Volume 3. This concludes the short 3-volume series about a reincarnation love story between a princess and her knight. It was a very cute series with an adorable art style to match. This was really a nice palate cleanser for more serious and dark stories. A simple story can still be enjoyable to read. Next up is The Way of the House Husband, Volume 6. Tatsu takes on the board of the 8 dragons, and the showdown is no joke. As always, I love this series. Tatsu and all the supporting characters are hilarious. I highly recommend reading this series. If you have the faintest interest in reading it, you really won't regret it. Next up is a new series, Midnight Secretary Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3 by Tomu Omi. This story is about a secretary named Kaya Satuzuka, who prides herself in being able to work under any conditions. One day, she discovers not only is her new boss high maintenance, but he's also a vampire. Not one to be daunted by any task, Kaya continues working to be the best secretary she can. It's nice to see a story with adults as the main characters that is an office romance series. It's definitely focused more on the mature end. This series has a lot of tropes, which are not necessarily a bad thing, but nothing that quite breaks the mold. Overall, I enjoyed the first 3 volumes of the series, so if you're looking for a romance series with adult main characters, you may want to give this series a try. And last, but certainly not least, is Moriarty the Patriot Volume 4. I absolutely love this series, and this volume was amazing. The first few chapters of this volume are more about Moran and MI6, which are really interesting to see how they weave MI6 into William's plan overall. But really, the last chapter had me coming out of my seat with excitement and looking out the window to see if my next volume was arriving, because I need more of this series now. That's gonna do it for my September and October manga haul. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, if you have any opinions on these series, or any additional recommendations for new series I should check out, let me know in the comments below. If you want to see more of this content, please like and subscribe. I'm Zath. Have a good day.